What is up? It's been a minute since I've uploaded. I mean, that's factually incorrect, but it's been some time since I've uploaded a video. Before we get into this video, I urge you all to just click that like button on this video, subscribe while you're at it, and turn the notifications on so you never miss another video from me. So last night, Creed 2 came out in the UK. It came out a week ago in the US because they're just superior to us. Like, anyone watching this, if you're American or live in America, you're a superior human being. I mean, people that live in the US, like, you're on some extraterrestrial shit, like, that's facts. Well, so I went and watched Creed 2 last night, and just, I've got to say, it's one of those movies where, like, I can literally watch that 2, 3, 4 times. Like, the way the actual movie is, like, produced, directed, written, unreal. It's amazing. But I did feel like the first Creed, it lacked a bit of like the feeling of the old Rocky trilogy. I mean, to be honest, if you don't know what I'm talking about, then just click off the video. If you're not interested, you can just go off the video. But like I said, all the old Rocky films, 1 to 5, and even Rocky Balboa in that case, they were all well written, all written by Sylvester Stallone as well. I'm not sure who Creed 2 is written by. Should have done my research. But we're just going to review the film, to be honest. And can I say, I'm sorry if I'm boring you with this, because this isn't meant to be like one of those comedic videos I usually make. This is literally just reviewing the movie, talking about things that happen. Spoilers, by the way. If you haven't seen it and you don't want to know what happens, then click off. So the idea and theme around Creed 2 was more not about boxing, even though it is a boxing film primarily, but it was more about. So like in Creed 2, we see more ideas around life in general, as well as boxing and morals. And obviously we see Creed and Bianca, like they have a baby, and like there's this legacy they want to leave behind from his pups. That's what they say in America, but his father, Apollo Creed, obviously. What I noticed as well is that the soundtrack was wavy, hella wavy. The soundtrack, I mean, they had Jaden Smith Icon in there. They had a few other bangers. I can't remember what the others were. They had a few other bangers. It was weird though, because in the trailer they actually had Kendrick Lamar's song in it. I think it was Humble or something like that. That wasn't in the film, but it was in the trailer. I'm not sure. But they did also have a lot of the old songs from the old movies, which did give it that like authentic feel of the old movies as well. One thing they do need to start doing if they make any more of these films is that I get they add a little bit of comedy with Rocky Balboa in the film, but they need to just calm it down a bit, because some of it is very cringy. Like Rocky Balboa just dishing out the dad jokes. I mean, some of it is funny, but some of it I'm just in the cinema, I'm like, yeah. Okay. Someone tell me why, like 4 teenagers next to me are just watching a film. They've paid money for this, like £10, £11 for a ticket just to be talking for the whole movie. Like, remove yourself, please. There's so many things in cinemas that I just hate. Like people right next to me just coughing their lungs out. I don't want to catch anything. Anyway, that's for another video. This is not a rant. I understand why they've done the whole thing of like the Rocky Balboa getting cancer from the last one, and then that sort of progressing. The one thing I wasn't sure about in the movie is that the baby that Creed and Bianca had, they didn't say whether it was deaf or not, like it had like hearing problems, because I know Bianca had something, I don't know what she had in her ears. She had some hearing thing, and they wasn't sure, but it wasn't clear if the baby did have hearing problems or not. What I really liked about the film though is that it wasn't just predictable, like films that are just cliche, yeah, and it's just like good versus bad and the good wins. Like, I'm not really into that, because it's like, from a person that loves movies, like, I just can't. I need a switch up, and especially with this film, it's one of those films where it gets you like emotionally like involved in the film. Like you actually want to know what's happening next, and you feel for like the characters. Right, now moving on to Drago's team, Victor Drago. I mean, they've done very well to find someone like that built, and with his frame as well. And he was, I mean, I know the actors, but he is decent at boxing. He is sick. I like the way he had some attributes of his father, like the way it was just completely just serious, strict. There was no messing about with him. He's just a tough, like brawler, like Russian. And the thing is though, it's a bit weird with the whole situation with Victor's mum. Like Drago's wife like left him, and then she just comes back for a meal. Like, I don't know. That's a bit weird. The movie as well had a lot of representations around love, like with Bianca and Creed and the baby. Well, the baby's called, I don't know, Julia probably or something. For those of you who haven't seen the film, you won't get that. That's a joke that I've stolen myself, I do admit, from Rocky Balboa. Sylvester Stallone himself, he essentially mentions a joke about naming the baby, and he gives a name like Julie or something, some white name, not taking into consideration that the baby will be obviously black. But that's not me stereotyping, that's my prerogative. Like, it's up to you what you want to call the baby. I'm all about equality, respect to Harambe and your mum. Wait, why is it? What is that? Was this a rock here? There's like, what is it? What is it? What is it doing? But on another note, nothing to do with the video. In all seriousness, This is a crystal salt lamp, and if you don't know what these are, it gives your house a lot of energy. You know, brings up the vibes of positivity. You can feel it in there. Oh, shut up! It's just a rock, and they put a light in it. That's what they've done, and I've bought it. Oh. If you're watching this video now and you're the type of person that thinks that is good for your home or gives you positive vibes and energy and happiness, then you're the type of person that has aspirations in life to be a manager at Lidl. God, that's so weird. I need to get back on track. Come on. Whoa! The film towards the end seemed to have a very emotional turn, some would say, if you're Louis Spence. But honestly, it was more of an emotional ending, not a sad, like a happy emotional ending, because Sylvester Stallone, Rocky Balboa in the film, ends up seeing Robert, his son. Like, where did he go all these years? Like, I know in real life he did actually die of overdosing on drugs, which is really sad to hear. But like in the film, it's like he actually didn't go anywhere from Rocky Balboa till Creed 2. He just went away. He's just some normal dude with a job as well. His name's probably like Klein or something. Oh, Klein. Why did I say Klein? Why did I say Klein for? Oh, the camera's on. Is the camera on? Also, what I love about the film, and a lot of you, if you have watched it, would have loved, was the training scene. I mean, it was different to say the least. It was in there like some desert. I like the fact that they brought it back to like old school boxing, like the origins of boxing. So using like tyres, and Creed was like fighting next to the fire, shadow boxing. We will have to agree though, it's 100% not better than Rocky IV training montage. Like in Russia, that training scene with the music, you can't beat that. Another thing I did really love about the film is that it wasn't cliche, and I really like that about films. Like, it's not obvious what was going to happen. So at the start of the film, Creed's first fight, I thought he was going to lose that, and then he was going to win, like a redemption story, the typical thing that usually happens in these boxing movies, like the Rocky trilogy. But he didn't. He actually won the first one. Then technically he won the second one, but he didn't, because he lost. I would say it lost if it went to points, but he got disqualified, Drago did. So he technically took an L on that one, and then the third one he defended his title once again against Drago. So Bianca in the film is a singer in the movie, but I'm not sure if that's actually her singing. Someone let me know in the comment section down below actually. I should have done my research really, but someone let me know, because like some of the tunes are wavy. Like I said, all the soundtracks, the songs, the sound, yeah, they're all good. All the soundtracks, the song, the actual sounds of when they would hit the body, and like Drago's punches would be like so solid. The sound of that, props to that, because they were phenomenal. Right, now we're going to talk about the training with Creed under the pool. Right, so if you did not know, and you see it in the trailer actually, so I can say this, that in the movie Creed was shadow boxing underwater. What my opinion on that is that it's different, I'll give it that, but different isn't always unique. Wait, and that made no fucking sense. Unique, different is not always the right way to go about it, because yes, it's different, and I do admire that particular part of it being different in the film. Because I watched an interview in it, and why they decided to put that in the movie, and the directors basically just said they wanted something different to be in the movie that hasn't been done in boxing or any boxing films before. But realistically, isn't that kind of racist? I think about it. Considering his ethnicity, they've tied a black guy, chained him up, and put him in water to drown. Like, what is that? Like, that's racist. I'm not standing up for this. Actually, I am standing up. I'll sit for this. When you actually see Creed in the film at the start, like his body, physique, his frame is like, oh my god, you are literally a beast. Look at your body. When you see Drago, Victor Drago, I'm on about, you're just like, well, that's just not fair then. He's just like double his size. He's literally huge. I would like to wrap the video up there. Overall, I would rate Creed 2 a solid 9.248. It's so specific. Now, on the real, 9.2. It's a bit random, but no film can be a 10 out of 10, because that means there's nothing to improve on. Maybe a bit I'm being biased, because you need to take into consideration that I'm a fanboy at heart. I've watched all the Rocky series. Unfortunately, the camera ran out because it's a bitch. Make sure you like the video, subscribe down below, and hit the notification bell. Like, they're all in the same area, so you might as well just click all of them. You know, why not? I mean, it's Christmas time, so that means more videos, I guess. But yeah, stay tuned. Comment down below your ratings of the film as well. So if you haven't watched the film yet, what are you doing? Go and watch the film. Come back to this video. Comment your rating out of 10 on the film. Any movie directors out there, if you're watching this, I mean, I don't know why you'll be watching an inzinghy video, but if you are, let me know your thoughts on this. Am I a good reviewer? Do you want to see more of these, anyone? And if you simply just don't care, just comment anything. Just grab your phone, type something, and I'll be happy with that. And I'll be replying to every single one of you. Check out my socials in the description, and in a bit.